Welcome back to another episode in Roblox Islands. So today I'm actually going to be showing you how to get your own portals. So these are the actual shards right here. So I already grinded for these. I think I spent about 12 hours grinding for shards all night and all day, literally all day. I was actually falling asleep at my desk on this last couple. Like I started with desert, right? And pretty much, you know, these are like, again, these are little shards. They look like the access keys, but I spent all day and I was literally falling asleep on the last two. So I started with desert shard and then I pretty much moved back down from there to wizard, and then I did buffalo core, and then I did the slime one. But again, you know, if you had any keys, unless they were in vending machines, like some vending machines still had the old style keys. I'm actually going to show you how these look right now. So I've just crafted the slime one. So here's what the slime one looks like. It looks so crazy cool. Check this out. It looks like, you know, it's missing the portal inside. So cool. Next one here is the buffalo core one, and it does require 120 iron. So I'm going to go and craft that and show you what that looks like in my inventory here. So let's go ahead and grab that real quick. All right, this is what it looks like. It looks so cool. It's like a little miniature size. These look like little action figure like portals. Like I almost feel like these are for like dollhouse versions of the actual like portals. And then we got the third one here, which is going to be the Wizard Island one, and it did require a bunch of carpet. Something I didn't realize when I was doing the carpet is that if you make one red wool, that it will actually make 3 red carpet. So check this out. I'm actually going to show you real quick. I'm going to go ahead and make one of those red wools a red carpet for you and show you that it actually gives you 3 red carpets. So it does require 30 red carpets. So you know, you would think that you need 30 red wool, but you don't. You only need 10 red wool. So that will actually make your 30 carpets to construct that that portal. So let's go ahead and make that portal real quick, and it's crafted, and then this is what it looks like, dude. And actually, oh my gosh, it actually still has the portal part inside. That looks so cool. And I wonder why this one actually still has the portal in it, but the others don't. That's kind of weird. So let's go and grab the other one, and this is the desert one. And again, the main hard part with the desert one was that we needed 120 redstone. I mean, not redstone, but red sandstone brick. And so you need to get your stone cutter out. You need to obviously need a bunch of red sandstone, and then you need to use your stone cutters for that. So let's go and craft that. So now we have all of them in our inventory. I'm going to go pull this up and you know, show what this looks like. So that's what it looks like. It has like the little like skeleton horn things. You know, I'm trying to figure out where I want to put them, but one thing you're going to note that some of these are actually really big, and they're all different sizes. They're not all the same size. So that was kind of a bummer because, you know, if you're trying to, you know, place these, you have to make sure you have a lot of space, which makes it really hard to really tell where you can put these. You know, when you place them, it doesn't really show you like the number of blocks you're going to really need. So you kind of have to do a little bit of guesstimation, but I'm going to go ahead and put them in the back of this portal up here above the portal. So we're going to line up all 4 at the top, and I think that would look really cool when we're done here. So let's go ahead and clear this upper area here. Go ahead and take down all the trees and all the foliage, and we're going to expand this, and then we're going to set these up for the 4 portals and see how it looks. All right, that should be expanded enough. So check this out. So as you place them, you can actually, you know, place them at the very edge. But this one seems like a pretty nice sized one compared to the others. I have a feeling these are not going to be the same sizes, unfortunately, which is going to be a real big problem for me as I'm trying to like space these correctly. But I'm pretty much going to, you know, try to place these as close as they can to each other. So obviously I'm going to start with the slime one. I'm hoping I could just kind of put these so that they're evenly spaced. And now we're going to, oh my gosh, I got a ghost block. So this new pickaxe is really driving me insane because there's so many ghost blocks that keep happening. All right, so that fixed that. So man, you know what? Look at this. This Buffalo Core Island portal has so much space in between this portal. It's kind of driving me insane. And in fact, it's not lining up. So like the portal itself does not line up. So I can't actually line these up perfectly. It's going to just feel a little weird at first, but that's okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. So I got to move these. I got to move these a little bit better. So if you're going to do something similar, just, you know, give it enough space so you can kind of evenly separate them and spread them out. Just because some of these actually require less blocks doesn't mean you shouldn't just add the space necessary to kind of, you know, evenly space them out. Because if you're like me, you're going to get really OCD, like almost OCD. I don't even have those kind of traits. I don't really, you know, freak out about spacing of stuff, but it just looked really weird, you know, being offset from the center portal, the portal for the hub. But that looks so good. So I'm going to actually put some trees behind this real quick. And that way, you know, it just feels a little bit cleaner. So I'm just going to put a bunch of pine trees behind here. And I'm also going to put some torches here real quick. And I think that's going to look really cool once the trees have grown. And eventually I'm going to put some stairs, you know, that kind of go up to it. That'll look cool. So I'm actually going to show you how to get your own shards. So let's go and do that real quick. You know, I would actually recommend starting with the hardest, which is, again, the desert one. So of course you can go and trade for your own shards. I mean, that might be a little easier. If you have a bunch of coins, just go and buy them. Unless you kind of, you know, want to, you know, earn your own shards like I do. That's the only reason why I grinded for my own stuff. It's kind of a rite of passage, you know. As an Islands player and content creator, it's my duty and responsibility to go and grind for anything that I get. And, you know, I don't mind getting, buying extras and stuff, but I have to at least earn one. So I'm going to show you how I got mine. So after a while, when, as you're killing a lot of these guys, what's going to happen is the server is going to lag out quite a bit. So you're going to be playing and playing and playing and killing these and killing these and killing these, ideally with a cactus spike. If you don't have a cactus spike, at least grind for a cactus spike before you even try to grind for your actual portals, because cactus spikes are so easy to get. You're definitely going to want that. Now, obviously, if you don't have the combat XP for unlocking these zones, you need to do that first as well. So, obviously you're going to want to make sure you have the combat XP for all of these zones. And again, if you don't have a cactus spike, grind for a cactus spike. They're only going for about 10,000 coins right now. So, go to some published islands. There's going to be a published island that's actually going to be selling it for anywhere between 10,000 and 20,000 coins a piece. If you're seeing them for like 200,000 still or more, then they're just overpriced and they haven't caught up with what they're going for across, everywhere else. So just, do a little bit of shopping for these cactus spikes. They're really cheap. They have been nerfed quite a bit, but they're still the most powerful weapon in the game. See how I'm kind of like pointing or aiming at the building there? And then, you'll see that these guys spawn exactly in front of where I'm standing. So just line it up like that. And what happens is, over time, they'll start lagging out more and they won't like immediately attack you. So after a while, they'll start lagging to a point where they just don't cause any damage to you. But you can see this second guy here will always run at you. So this is a really good spot for you to just kind of hang out and just keep killing them. And then, if you get poisoned like this, just go ahead and back off and go and heal yourself. Wait for the poison to go away. Go and heal yourself. You can use star fruit. You can use berries. You can use star fruit cake. You can use carrot cake, whatever works for you. So this took me over 2,000 kills to be able to get my own shard. So be prepared for, many hours of grinding these. Unless you just don't want to grind, then just, maybe grind something else. Maybe grind for a bunch of pink stickies. I think grinding for pink sticky gears would be easier if you just grind for those, get enough coins to be able to go and buy your own shard from someone, because there are people that are going to be willing to, trade like a smelter for their shard. So, definitely look into that. Now, the desert shards are going for anywhere between, 5 million to 20 million. On the high ends, 20 million is very common for deserts because everyone wants the desert ones. They're hard to get because they are the hardest mob to actually go and, fight. And then, of course, next up is the wizard one. The nice thing about if you get the desert shard, then you can pretty much make your desert portal, and then it just makes it so much easier to get to Wizard Island. You can see here, they hop around a lot. They shoot their fireballs, but if you were to get in a nice spot in front of one of these, and assuming you have an auto clicker and assuming you have a cactus spike, you could pretty much kill them in a couple shots before they have a chance to turn around and shoot you. So you just need to go and find one of the spawn points for one of these guys and just hang out and wait for them and auto click, and then you'll continue to kill them over and over before they can even cause you any damage. So these, wizards are really, really easy for you to AFK. So if you want to AFK wizards, just, go up to a spot, hit the auto, your auto clicker, and just, you can pretty much walk away at that point. Next up is Bufflecore Island, and Bufflecore Island is similar, but you need to have kind of a laggy server to really, have an advantage with these guys, because once they're lagged, they're just kind of, real dumb. Like, they don't really move much. It takes them forever to turn around and move, and they can kind of get stuck. They don't really walk towards you because they're kind of stuck from lag. So, if you've been grinding for, at least a couple hours, at some point, these are pretty much going to be lagged out to a point that they don't really cause you any damage. So you can pretty much like sit next to one, and in some cases they might not even damage you at all if you touch them because they're so lagged. So, in my case, that's pretty much what happened to me, is they were so lagged that they didn't really move. And so you can pretty much go back and forth between them and kill them. That took me, I think it was about 2 hours to kill to get my own Buffcore shard. So I think it was like between 2 to 3 hours, to be honest. It did take quite a bit. That was one of the hardest ones besides the scorpions. Scorpions was definitely the hardest. Now, lastly, you got to worry about the slime. So using your cactus spike again, you can pretty much just run around. I would definitely go in first person just so you can, kind of see these guys a lot easier and just kind of run around, assuming you're on PC. Now on mobile is a nightmare to do any kills. So I cannot stand playing this game on a mobile. I tried. I'm so bad at it. Kudos to you mobile players that actually know how to play this game on mobile, because it is so hard. But pretty much I run around in first person mode and I just kill these. I can kill, like, I would say, about 2 per second. And what would be better if you could is just go to a public server. And then what you need to do is just run around and tap them once and then let someone else that's on the server actually finish them off. That way both of you get credit for the kill and both of you have a chance to get a shard. So, again, you're getting rewards. Both of you are getting rewards. If there's like a whole party of you, it's even easier. You can pretty much just, run and tap stuff. You're pretty much getting about 2 to 3 per second. You'll get so much money too. So you're going to get a bunch of money doing this. Even if you have a wooden sword, you can pretty much, grind these and get your own shard. And you do not require any kind of levels to be able to do that. So, slime portals are pretty much no level requirements. So, the great thing is about this is you're going to be getting a ton of level XP. I think I ended up like leveling up to like 78 or something like that on my combat from all of this, which is crazy. I just kept leveling and leveling. And so my health health is so crazy, as well as my damage. So right now I'm doing about 99 damage baseline, and over, I think it was like almost like 110 damage on my cactus spike on crits. Slime was the easiest for me. I just kind of watched some Netflix shows, and before I knew it, I actually had the shard. So again, you know, super easy to actually grind these if you know what you're doing. The hardest is going to be the scorps. If you have the coins, just go and trade for it. If you don't have the coins, go grind me, like I said, pink slimes or cryiron, and then sell your, you know, sell to make the coins, and then go buy it, you know, from someone, because that's going to be so much easier than you spending hours and hours and grinding that. So if you want to buy a shard, you can, you know, pretty much people are going to have extras of those, and they're going to be wanting pink sticky gears and stuff, and the shard value is going to keep dropping. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button and smash the subscribe button if you're new. Let me know how your grind is going for your shard and portals. Curious how it's going. I know some of you actually asked if I could actually help you with that. Unfortunately, I just literally got mine and I'm exhausted, so I don't think I'm going to be grinding for many shards for a little bit. If I do happen to get some extra shards, maybe I'll give them, you know, some of them away later. Yeah, for now, I'm pretty much going to relax and work on some other stuff on my island. One thing to know, if you want to be able to go and shop for shards, if you're trying to, you know, find shards and you need some place to trade, if you're at least 13 years of age or older, you can join my Discord, which is discord.gg/dvplays. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.